Hier kom haar majesteit, die pink diplomat, en sy gaan met ons praat oor die situasie in ons land vanaand.
Good evening, my fellow citizens. Until now, it hasn't been constitutionally possible for me, as your sovereign, to address you. It goes without saying that the events in our imperial state of South Africa has left me, the royal family, my government in total distress. The last 24 hours had been a rather trying time for me as your queen, your empress, your sovereign. The lawlessness, the anarchy, and the lack of political will in South Africa has left me with very few options available. Before I address these options that had been made available to me in terms of Section 525 BC of the Imperial State Constitution of 1994. It may be recalled that the ANC was a broad church during the days of the struggle against white minority rule in this, our beautiful land. Nelson Rolihlahla Mandela, my first Prime Minister of a democratic and free South Africa, languished on Robben Island together with other luminaries of our struggle. In England, the revered icon, Mr. Oliver Tambo, had started to build up an apparatus to address the apartheid monstrosity in the international arena. At the same time, there was the ANC in South Africa underground, challenging the minority regime. And here, of course, I stood at the helm of that struggle. In the bushes, in Tanzania, Jacob Zuma, also one of my former prime ministers, had led the ANC's defense wing. These four centers of power within the ANC effectively took power when we defeated the P.W. Botha's of this world. It may then also be recalled that my great-great-great-grandfather, the Hesekwa king, was overthrown by the British. And thus, as the last descendant, I had a legitimate blood claim to the imperial crown of South Africa. And therefore, it was decided in the spirit of national unity that I, Nirvana Victoria, Zandile, Holstein Windsor, Dlamini, von Saxe-Coburg Gotha, would be your queen, your empress, your lady. The events that have befallen this country the past couple of days should not be tolerated. I am absolutely appalled, left bereft, because citizens, make no mistake, Jacob Zuma was one of the architects of saving our country from anarchy in 1993. I remember a very horrible incident of what some people might call a swilkos. It's terrible. We were comrades. He was sent out to Natal, his home province. Zulu boy, 100%. Umshalozi, ubaba, number one, fat cat. I was basically chased out of the presidential palace in Cape Town, Genadendal. Militias of the right-wing organization controlled by these underground forces had wanted to seize the royal person. The imperial presence was nearly taken. I'm sorry. It is time for decisive leadership in South Africa. It is unfathomable that a man of Jacob Zuma's stature, the president of the ANC, Prime Minister of South Africa, he took the oath of office twice, swore his allegiance to me, his queen, his empress, his lady. There was once a dinner that I had with my cousin, Alexander of the Netherlands. And that is why I'm also wearing the Order of the Golden Lion toga around the imperial vizard. As we were sitting next to the table, having very nice canapes, he suddenly shouted, "Mate, mate!" I said, "What?" I felt very, very upset. Because if you come from South Africa, you understand the context of mate. I am not a mate. I am a lady. Citizens, saving South Africa, protecting and safeguarding our Constitution depends on each and every one of us. We are seeing the children of Jacob Zuma, the girl whose name I don't even know, and then that very sexy Zulu that can always be on my stoop with his shield, Duduzane. I would like to grant Duduzane a meeting in the imperial presence so that we can discuss a way out of this impasse. I will not tolerate this lawlessness any longer. And I have asked the current Prime Minister, Cyril Ramaphosa, who I think is doing an exceptional job under the circumstances. We should understand that my powers are limited. And therefore, in accordance with those powers, I have taken the following 3 steps. As the sovereign, I have unilateral power over sentences handed down, or I can increase it. According to a law of 1307 through the Sultanate of the Ottomans, sent through via King Farouk of Egypt, I can do the following. Jacob Zuma is hereby sentenced to St. Helena Bay for 25 years hard labor with immediate effect. The government of Cyril Ramaphosa, though I respect and admire him, is hereby dismissed with immediate effect. All power now resides in the Crown. The third decision, all legislative powers of the Speaker, the Senate President, and the Council Deputy is hereby suspended indefinitely. Citizens, this is a self-coup d'etat in defense of this country, in defense of democracy. This is your Queen, your Empress. Thank you.